What's up, y'all? This is Ryan and Hank the Wvrm coming at you from the heart of the Sonoran Desert, Tucson, Arizona. And with another Shade Beast TV report, scene report on something happening in the Southern Arizona music scene right now. I'm recording this on March 15th, 2019, and tonight is the EP release show from one of my favorite local bands from up in Phoenix, Thra, T-H-R-A, Thra, fucking Thra. Thra is a sludgy, deathy, doomy, grindy, crusty, black metal, fucking, you know, heavy as balls, brutal band from Phoenix, Arizona. My dogs are coming up here in the mix. Hi, guys. And they're putting out their second EP, well, technically I guess it's their first EP tonight, called Gardens of Rot. The EP release show is tonight at Club Red up in Mesa. Sadly, I'm going to miss it because I'm a man in his late 30s who can't get his life together enough to travel 120 miles for some amazing fucking music. You know, I couldn't make it happen. I've seen these guys once when they came down to Tucson, and they're fucking awesome. I've been a fan of them for quite a while. Found them through the Sludge group on Facebook that I help administrate, and I didn't even know they were local at first. I just heard them and they were a badass band, and then I found out that they're from Phoenix. And anyways, got a chance to see them one time last year when they came down here. Tried to make it up to Phoenix several times to see them again, and I don't have my own car because I fucking suck, so I haven't been able to do it. It's, you know, one of these days I'll get my life and my checkbook together enough. Anyway, before I keep on fucking rambling, Thra was formed in 2016. They're a 4-piece band made up of Zach on bass, Matt on guitar, Rob on other guitar, and Gray on drums, and then vocal duties are shared by Zach and Rob. The release show tonight for Gardens of Rot is being supported by some other excellent Phoenix area bands. Saint Breaker is a thrash band who, you know, bring the pain and punishing riffs. Woundvac is one of my favorite grindcore acts. Whether or not they were local, they're fucking amazing. They just put out a full length last year after a string of 7-inch records and a cassette tape, couple of cassette tapes. Anyways, I've seen them a few times. Woundvac is fucking killer. Ceramented, I'm not real familiar with, but they're a nice, heavy, sludgy death sort of band from the Phoenix area. And then rounding out the show tonight is Nooses, who kind of bring a unique and sort of eccentric, interesting take to heavy, extreme music, and are definitely not to be missed. So check out all those bands as well. Like I was saying, Thra was formed in 2016. Late in 2017, they put out their first release, which was a 3-song demo called Mourn. I hadn't heard about them yet, so I missed out on being able to grab one of those CDs, and I'll never fucking forgive myself because their music is just killer. They kind of have like a they're what's playing in the background, so I mean, you can, in between my rambling nonsense bullshit, you can hear a little bit of Gardens of Rot playing. They have some of their influences you can hear in their music are, you know, a little bit of Brain Oil. I hear some Lion's Daughter in the progression of riffs and kind of like the unique bent of their songwriting. They're not just like a filthy sludge death band. They have a progression of riffs that keeps the music really interesting. It's fucking constantly pummeling and just Neanderthalic, you know, might makes right kind of madness but it goes places. There's a definite progression and journey that the music is taking you on, while also constantly kicking your ass. I hear some Conan in there as well, with the fucking caveman vocals and the heaviest balls riffs and you know, the pummeling percussion. They've also cited dystopia as a definite influence, and you can hear that in the music as well as the thematic material. And then of course Primitive Man, which, I mean, who doesn't take an influence from a band like that in the current musical climate, because they're at the top of their game and doing amazing things. And you can definitely hear that heaviness and that kind of like misanthropic, nihilistic, seething, you know, loathing sort of hatred for whatever comes through in their music. Excuse me. As far as some of the themes explored by Thra in their music, in an interview that I read, they were talking about how Gardens of Rot in particular comes from a place of meditating on ideas of torture, suffering, you know, the misery of existence, death, of course, mental anguish, which is something I can definitely, excuse me, relate to. And, you know, that desperation of existing in this mire of you know, the suffering that is inherent in life, and how we as humans deal with and process those things is something that's definitely explored in their music, as well as the ideas of mental illness and drug abuse and stuff like that. Like I said, their music is just pummeling, but with like an interesting sort of textural progression that really keeps the listener on, you know, keeps you interested in wondering what's going to come next in this insane, violent and heavy journey. The EP is a live recording recorded by Travis Borchardt at Club Red, which is also where the release show is happening tonight. It's being put out by Camel Pants Records. I just saw yesterday or the day before that Thra got the tapes of the release in. So anyone who's going to be at the release show tonight can grab one of those tapes for $5. And I'm fucking hoping, since I'm not going to be there, that there'll be some tapes left over, and hopefully be up on the band's Bandcamp page, you know, within the next few days. But you know, it's available for download right now. They have some shirts, crazy killer shirt designs up. You can get the Morn demo, I believe, is a free download. Thra, THRA.bandcamp.com for all that tasty fucking goodness, and it's definitely a group you want to follow. They deserve to be going places, and I believe they are going places. As far as locally, they've been opening for some killer bands lately. I know they've done sets with Primitive Man, Weed Eater, Conan, and I'm not sure who else. A ton of other bands that have come through locally, and then Thra have also been, you know, setting out on the road to spread the filth far and wide. I know they just finished up a little mini Southwest kind of tour, and I have heard that they have plans for getting out further later on in 2019. So that's about all I fucking have. Like, I hope I didn't ramble spastically too much. And I'll fucking leave you with that. This is Thra, and they kick ass. They're amazing. You should check them out. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.